So why is everybody moving to Charlotte, North Carolina? Just found an article from Fodor's Travel, and we're going to go through it right now. My name, Eli Magids. I'm a real estate advisor here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and the surrounding areas of South Carolina, specializing in luxury homes, luxury home builds, and custom homes. But most importantly, I am your realtor with heart. Not trying to sell you a house, but here to help you find a home and a lifestyle that you and your family are going to love. Think we're a good fit? Feel free to contact me. My contact info is down below. So this article comes from Fodor's Travel. So it's a travel magazine. Fodor's obviously very famous for books from around the world. Anyway, this article I just came across. Why is everyone moving to this southern city? This is a picture of uptown Charlotte, Romare Bearden Park. Charlotte has now become the largest city in North Carolina and is consistently listed as one of the fastest growing cities in the U.S. Located just 4 hours north of buzzing Atlanta and 6 hours south of the nation's capital lies Charlotte, North Carolina, aka the Queen City. No matter what you call it, you'll agree that this growing city packs lots of southern charm, which is very true, even though most of the people here are not from the South. Often labeled as a smaller sibling, this little big city is now emerging from the shadows of Atlanta to demand respect as a metropolitan destination that travelers should add to their lists. From its diverse culinary options and trendy neighborhoods to a budding art scene led by locals, it's not surprising that people are flocking to Charlotte. Curious about what makes Charlotte so charming? These are only a handful of the reasons people are heading to the Queen City. Pedestrians get the royal treatment. Camp North End could easily be considered the creative hub of the city. On any given weekend, especially on a warm day, dozens of residents can be seen walking the area, people watching or supporting the local business owners and galleries that have set up shop there. And you can see that all around Charlotte as well. This is Camp North End. The neighborhood is home to Dup and Swat, a brother and sister-owned creative space that hosts various pop-up events weekly, as well as selling art and clothing from local vendors. There's Hex Coffee, a Charlotte-based shop that serves a mean vanilla latte and hosts an even better Saturday morning donut pop-up. You'll also want to check out Black Moth Bars, a craft cocktail bar housed in an Airstream. On weekends, catch live music in the main courtyard or simply draw inspiration for your next creative project from the many photo-worthy installations. For those who love murals and street art, Charlotte's Noda neighborhood is named for north of Davidson Street. It has tons of colorful art on every building, mostly commissioned by locals. You want to bring your camera for this one. While there, pop into the Black woman-owned Pop Bar, a customizable sorbet and gelato popsicle business. Love tacos? Longtime staple, Cabo Fish Taco, once featured on diners, drive-ins, and dives, has some of the most unique taco variations you'll find, including soy ginger shrimp, Thai chili tofu, and barbecue mahi-mahi. The culinary crown jewels. If you ask the average Charlotte resident what the city is currently known for, they will likely say breweries, which is true. With an abundance of beer makers, it's a beer drinker's dream destination. But there's so much more to the food and beverage scene. The woman-owned brewery Resident Culture opened a second location in December, and the massive multi-level building also houses a taco shop and a coffee bar. So even if you aren't into beer, there's still something there for you. James Beard nominated Leah Louise has quickly become a household name. Opened in early 2020, the Black-owned Juke Joint Style Eatery is run by a husband and wife duo who take their talents beyond their restaurant. They are the creative force behind the city's Bayhaven Food and Wine Festival that debuted in October 2021. So there's many ways to hold court. Who doesn't love to play, especially when games are a blast from the past or a piece of childhood nostalgia? And what's more nostalgic than mini golf and arcade games? In late 2021, Charlotte opened its first Puttery location, a retro indoor mini golf lounge. You'll need to reserve a time slot to tee off in one of the 2 themed rooms, so plan ahead because the dates can be as far out as 2 to 3 weeks. Can't get a slot of puttery? No worries. The city has a second retro mini golf lounge, Stroke, located in the trendy Plaza Midwood neighborhood. Really a booming neighborhood. You can play a quick round of 9 holes or snap away in front of the Instagrammable neon sign in the lounge. If mini golf isn't your thing at all, there's Pins Mechanical Company, a duck pin bowling lounge. Think mini pins. If you've never played duck pin bowling, it's like these really thin pins. Now, Charlotte is a very green beauty queen for sure. For those who enjoy the great outdoors, the city is home to several green spaces as well as miles of greenways. Romare Bearden Park, named for the Black American artist who had roots in this city, sits in the heart of uptown Charlotte and is often home to music performances, food truck festivals, family picnics, and photo shoots. Just a few blocks away is the First Ward Park, featuring a beautiful fountain and climbing equipment for the kids. Both parks sit below the city's towering skyscrapers, which make for a stunning backdrop. One of the area's oldest parks is Freedom Park. It's like our Central Park. Be sure to visit in the fall for the annual festival in the park, featuring local artisans, food vendors, musicians, and more. It gets pretty crowded. Queen City, fit for a king. Charlotte's museums and cultural institutions run to range from fine art to NASCAR memorabilia. The crown jewel runs along the corners of Tryon Street and Levine Avenue of the Arts, where you'll find several institutions that make up the city's Levine Center for the Arts. Levine started Family Dollar, and he just recently passed away, a very big philanthropist here in the Charlotte area. From the Harvey B. Gantt Center for African American Arts and Culture, which houses the works of local Black artists as well as rotating exhibits showcasing Black history and culture, to the Beckler Museum of Modern Art, which not only hosts various art exhibitions but also live jazz concerts. The hub is home to 4 distinct cultural institutions. The Elder Gallery of the Contemporary Art focuses mostly on fine glass and paintings, while the Light Factory showcases photography-based works. And there's currently a Leonardo da Vinci exhibit in Uptown Charlotte as well. Charlotte is holding its own in the arts, entertainment, and culinary lanes with a range of offerings suited to diverse tastes. This southern hotspot might be your next weekend destination or potential future home. And that's just touching the tip of the iceberg. I hope you found that article interesting. I did. Actually, living here in Charlotte, picked up a couple of things. If you're interested in learning more about Charlotte, if you're looking for a luxury home, new home construction, or a custom home, and think we are a good fit, love to hear from you. My contact info is down below. Thank you so much for watching, and until we see each other again next time.